As mentioned in previous chapters regarding the history of modern occultism, Mr. Crowley had an obsession with correcting the system of the Golden Dawn, often rewriting many of the rituals to resonate better with his own personal mythological system called Thelema. This would mostly keep the dance steps of the ritual intact, merely changing the Hebraic god names with Helleno-Egyptian names. A great example of this is the star ruby, which Crowley first presented in his Book of Lies as an alternative to the lesser burnishing ritual. It is worth noting, however, that Crowley could never overcome his habit of correcting, especially with this ritual, as there exist at least two different versions. For reference, we will be using the original version as it appears in the Book of Lies. To perform the star ruby, first cleanse and dress as usual, then stand facing east and declare Apo Pantos Kakodaimonos. You will then perform the Kabbalistic cross, replacing the normal Hebrew admonition to the Lord with the words Soy, Ophale, Iskouros, Eucharistos, Iao. You are then directed to imagine the pentagram in your mind rather than to draw it in the air, and to cast it to the east using the sign of projection, saying the name Chaos. Follow this with the sign of silence as you move counterclockwise around the circle to the north, where you will fire off another pentagram saying the name Babylon, making again the sign of silence as you move to the west, where you shall launch another pentagram saying Eros, and again with the sign of silence as you go to the south to shoot the fourth pentagram saying Psyche, and then making the sign of silence again as you return eastward. You will then say Yo Pan and perform the Nox signs, the sign of Mintu, the sign of Pan, the sign of Virgo, the sign of Babylon, and the sign of Mater Triumphant. You will then stand in a T pose and say Pro mu Euges, Opiso mu Teletarchai, Epidexia Sinoces, Eparistera Daimones, Flege gar perimo o asterton pente, Kai en thestele o asterton hex estic. You will then close with the Kabbalistic cross as you had done in the opening, saying Soy, Ophale, Iskouros, Eucharistos, Iao.
Anything goes. It's chaos.